episode of You Heard It Said with Jesse and Tim, a production of Jubilee Studios.
We can't keep using your phone for that audio track. Welcome back to another episode of You Heard It Said on the road.
I kind of liked our lo-fi intro. I don't know what you're talking about.
Dude, hold on. Wait, what if AJ wrote us a new lo-fi song?
Great idea.
That was my idea
actually,
entirely,
definitely.
and no one else ever asked if AJ could ever write us music.
He just dropped Eden Dust out of nowhere. Didn't
Eden
say
Dust.
anything.
For real, though. AJ's really good at that. Just, nonchalant. Like, I didn't know that he was getting a master's degree until he was halfway through, I think. That's definitely an exaggeration, but I didn't know that he was trying.
He did that while he was out here in California?
Yeah, that's pretty new. I think it's 2 years past. Is that AJ?
It really looks like it.
He is wrestling with that small dog.
It's definitely AJ.
The dog's on a leash. He's not actually wrestling a dog, but I think I'm going to go the other way out of this parking lot.
You?
No.
AJ, are you currently in Paso Robles? Is this the harder side?
Somebody doesn't-
Probably.
Jesse, you got to wear your seatbelt or driving.
It looks like the harder.
Sorry,
This
guys.
is the harder way?
It looks like it because there's more traffic on this
Being
side.
a bad
you're right.
model for society.
I forget. I always remember that there's a way that's harder, and I can't remember which one it is because I'm not here often enough.
We just did a
Just go here all the time.
gas station run at the Arco, the AM PM.
In Paso. We were down here picking up our new outfits. If you're on YouTube with us, you can see that we just got our American flag overalls.
If you were, yeah.
America!
Yeah.
America, yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Bring this to
I was
Tim,
hoping
where
the-
are you going?
I was hoping the bus was gonna move and so I'd have more room, and
We're gonna
it
reverse
didn't.
Behind the bus.
Look, guys, I parallel parked in one try today. Okay, give me
All right,
some slack.
fair enough.
You should be able to do this.
But
Mr.
we are on the road today, and still, this is not the first travel pod that you've heard from this trip. Unless you're not listening in order, then maybe it is. But we are heading back from Paso Robles after returning some gear to Whisper Canyon, our hosts of Jubilee for this summer, and picking up some packages that were delivered well beyond the delivery date. Not a shout out to whoever sold us these overalls. I actually don't remember where I got them from. Oh, I'm not going to say the brand because I don't want to diss them.
But the company
it
is
is-
owned by Jeff Bezos. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Congrats on the wedding, by the way, I guess. No, it was not the Amazon ones because those ones were an extra $15
Sure.
per,
Sure.
because they came with cheap glasses and something.
Mm.
They would have come on time. That's, yeah. No, it was called American Glory.
Wow.
It was just a bunch of
Very
patriotic gear. They had a Trump tab on their apparel stuff.
Mm.
So one of those websites that has that kind of gear.
Mm.
I don't know. Otherwise, they're good. I like them. Pretty tight on my thighs.
Yeah. We definitely got some interesting looks inside the gas station.
I genuinely didn't notice people
So
staring at us.
when you guys were picking up your energy drinks and snacks, I just went straight out the door because I already got my stuff,
Mm.
and I was like, "Where'd they go?"
Oh.
And then this guy on the way out was like, "America." I was like, "Yeah." Great exchange.
But yeah, we got a good episode for you today. We got some snack trials.
Oh yeah.
We got some sponsorship, singular. Because, actually, we do have a second sponsor, but we have not tried it ourselves yet, and so we're not going to endorse it yet. Because we want to make sure we like to try our products before we endorse them, because we want to make sure we're giving you good products.
Yeah.
Like Debbie.
That's exactly what. That's the goal of this podcast.
That's right. We're just all. This is a podcast about consumerism, and that's why you should try Debbie. Debbie, be better. That's all I have for today's.
Nice. Do we want to?
If they want a real commercial, they can send us a script.
The snack trial now or
Yeah.
later?
Well, we can do it throughout, but I want to try those real bad.
Okay. These are peanut butter and jelly
You want to show YouTube?
M&Ms.
Yeah, when you showed them to me, I was like, yeah, I've had peanut butter M&Ms.
And jelly.
And jelly is terrifying. You tried it already.
I'm not telling you what I think.
That's true. Micah, there are gluten in these.
No. Oh, he just went for it.
He doesn't care. Down the hatch.
I'm not. Oh, what? At first, I wasn't getting the jelly, and then I did, and I didn't like it.
I didn't get any until this go through. My first one was just peanut
It
butter.
was just peanut butter. This one definitely had jelly like inside. Let me. I'm gonna.
Do a bite.
I can't tell if there's jelly in all of them. There's no jelly in this one.
This one was a good mix.
That first one definitely had it. I'm not a fan of the jelly. I'll say it.
I'm only getting hints of jelly.
I am a sucker for peanut butter and jelly, so I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
Whoa.
Yep. Controversial.
Yeah, I think it's just hints of jelly. You're right. I think it's just like flavoring within the chocolate.
Because I'm not getting any jelly texture.
Yeah. I also love peanut butter and jelly. Fun fact, I ate a peanut butter jelly sandwich every single day at lunch my senior year of high school.
That's insane.
Dude,
Every single day for an entire year.
you're a monster.
And I do not like this. It's the weird hint of jelly for me. I like the peanut butter M&Ms.
If it was too much, I'd be weirded out.
I want there to be some jelly right in the middle. You know what I mean? But
There's just chunks of bread in there.
I don't like the crust. We're recording, by the way, right? You did it right? Yeah, just that's good.
Scared me.
Good, I'm glad we got all this quality content.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Hey, Jesse, what's our real conversation about today?
You know how tempted I am to make this episode about America?
Dude,
We're not.
okay.
To be a big letdown.
I'm not ready for that because I would feel real guilty tomorrow.
I'm not ready either,
What are them other ones?
but
Yeah, give me them other ones.
someday we'll do an America pod.
The pink ones.
We'll get these overalls back on.
Yeah, we'll pull them
We
back
could
out.
These are pink too.
Okay, these are definitely more pink.
What do we got? Watermelon.
Watermelon, Haribo, marshmallowy.
Hold on, those aren't gummy bears.
I didn't say they were gummy bears.
It's got the gummy bear guy on.
Oh, it's the Haribo gummy bear guy. He's their
Haribo or
mascot.
Haribo.
Haribo.
Pretty sure it's 30
Hey, you want to pull? No, like pull like this. Yeah, like.
Gotcha.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right, here, Mikey. You do. Thanks, Mike. So we're not talking about America. We're not talking about the geopolitical climate of the economy.
The political and economic state of the world, to quote Jaden Smith. No, you want to hear what we're going to talk about?
I think Mike
We
wants
are-
us to hear.
Thank you, Micah. Hold on.
Oh, shout out Haribo. Sponsor us, please.
I don't like them.
No?
Maybe it's a watermelon thing.
Do you like watermelon Sour Patch?
I like, yeah. I like them all right.
Okay.
There's some watermelon candies I don't mind. It's just too...
Is it
I
too
think
fluffy?
It's the gummy rind. Just kidding. I think that's just...
You're not supposed to eat the rind.
Oh, no! Okay. Now that my taste test is over.
Dude, 10 minutes in, Mike's going to be so mad.
I don't think he's going to be the only one either. I would be mad too.
Dre's not mad. He's just skipping ahead.
Yeah, he knows. Okay, today I want to talk about signs and wonders aka
Okay.
miracles.
Okay.
So, a little bit of context to set the scene. I don't know when this episode's gonna be released,
Yeah, me neither.
but we have been doing a Bible study through the Exodus story, and you come across this phrase pretty early on, before the 10 plagues, as they're known, begin. The book of Exodus calls what's about to happen signs and wonders that are going to be performed for Pharaoh and for the sake of the people of Israel and the people of Egypt, so that they know that Yahweh is the one who's rescuing them.
Sorry, we're 11 minutes into this car ride, and now Micah is putting on his seatbelt. That's what that head shake was. Okay, so signs and wonders. Yeah.
Didn't you see me put on my seatbelt, Micah? Come on, man.
The car even beeped at us, and you go, someone's not wearing their seatbelt.
Micah, you hypocrite.
It's recorded.
Pretty sure it's legal.
Okay, so what do we, do you have a quarrel with signs and wonders? Do you
Here's where we're going.
want to go to Sight and Sound Theater in Amish Country, Pennsylvania?
Dude, what? You broke my brain.
Have you never heard of Sights and Sounds?
No, what is that?
It's like a Christian theater in Lancaster, Pennsylvania,
That makes sense.
which is
I've
like
never been to Lancaster.
I think it's the main hub of the Amish. I'm not sure if there's another one or a bigger one, but
the mecca of Amish.
yeah,
Of the Amish. I was gonna
of Amish.
Amishism. That's not a word.
What?
I don't think it is.
What denomination of Christianity are the Amish? That's their own denomination?
I couldn't give you that.
Are they Puritans?
No. No, Puritans is its own thing.
Is that still a thing?
Yep. Yep. There's a. I should say. Yeah, there's a Puritan seminary that's in Grand Rapids.
Sure, yeah. I've heard of it. Never been there.
But yeah. So, signs and wonders, as in, what are they,
Okay.
and what are they for? And maybe this will make a little bit more sense if we sort of lay out the big picture, where they occur in the Bible,
Yeah.
and for what purpose.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we can maybe get into couple ideas to float out. But right, the Exodus story, the 10 plagues, are the most famous occurrence of where we get these words,
Okay.
signs and wonders. Because when we think of the word miracles,
Yeah.
often that's a word that we use to apply to the New Testament.
Oh, interesting.
And what Jesus... I'm speaking more generally.
Sure.
I don't mean...
But you're right. I feel like
Yeah,
I don't think of
is that-
Old Testament miracles.
Yeah, I'm not super often saying that. I hope not.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, should you not be?
but like, when we look at the words that are used of Jesus and then other occurrences of what we might call miracles,
Yeah.
or signs.
Because he's not the only one who performs them.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
It uses these two words, though, whether in Greek or in Hebrew. The word sign and the word wonder. We kind of might use them synonymously, but they're actually slightly different
Okay.
things, which I've just been learning about. So kind of fresh on the brain. Maybe let's go here first. Let's stay in the Exodus story real quick, and then we can trace the theme. People kind of debate, like, okay, the plagues, the Nile turning to blood, the frogs emerging out of the water, the sun being blotted out, hail. There's kind of this debate: are these supernatural? I'm introducing another
Sure.
big word, right? Like supernatural occurrences, or are these events where God is working within the natural world.
Did you call that hypernatural? It's like an extreme.
Super is just the word hyper.
Wait, really?
Huper is the Greek word for
Oh,
above.
okay.
Like above the natural. Super.
I was just trying to over accentuate what is natural.
Yeah. Like
But,
Superman
okay, deal.
is the Ubermensch. You know German? The Uberman, the Overman.
Well, yeah, but I didn't know
That's
that
the
was
same
where
word.
hyper comes
Yeah.
from.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uberman.
Yeah. Anyways, not to like.
He does not drive you from your restaurant to home, but did you get it?
No.
Uber.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you. I was slow on that one.
Are you my Uber man?
But does that distinction make sense of like, oh, are these things that God was using within the natural world versus like things
Right.
that broke the laws of physics or something like that?
Okay, sure. Which I feel like there's clear answers to most of these.
Okay.
I think.
Go for it.
Am I wrong? Well, I mean,
don't know.
I feel like the signs and wonders, the 10 plagues
Yeah.
that we're talking about here, maybe not all of them, but maybe all of them are within nature. I mean, like, it's crazy that there were that many frogs, but frogs are normal. It's crazy that the sun was blotted out, but also that happens at night. It was weird that it was in the middle of the day
Yeah.
and for so long,
Yeah.
but that happens.
Yeah.
You know, like locusts, boils, like these aren't new things that they've never experienced. It's just never been to this degree.
Sure. Okay. So differences of degree versus.
Yeah,
like,
and that's
this
why I
is
was saying
completely-
like hyper, right? Turn them up.
Yeah.
Turn
okay.
up nature.
I see what you're saying.
Like frogs are normal. 1,000,000 frogs. Turn up, or like amp it up.
I see. Yeah. That makes sense in the kind of our understanding of hyper.
But like, I imagine, I don't know, maybe I imagine this is where you're going. Walking on water is not normal.
Yeah, that's one where it's like, yeah.
That it's
Yeah,
like
totally.
that's a miracle. That doesn't happen within nature. I mean, I guess except for spiders.
Oh, fair.
You know.
Water bugs.
I mean, even the lizard.
The Jesus lizard.
But even he can't stand still on the water.
He's got to sprint.
Yeah, he's got to be moving. When we were at the lake service, I asked Kirk Mottman, who is a rocket scientist, how fast you'd have to go to run on water. Like, just as like a regular human. And he like literally just started figuring it out and like
Calculating it.
he calculated it to a number, and then we asked Google and it gave us the same number. I was like, freaking Kirk.
Dang.
It was 60 miles an hour, by the way.
Dude has a supercomputer in his brain.
That's it, yeah. Yeah, but it also then said you would need bigger than normal feet.
That makes sense.
No, like bigger than
Spread out.
not
surface
just
tension.
size 13s. Like yeah,
Need some flippers.
yeah.
Need some webbed feet.
Yeah, that probably
I
helped.
don't know if that would help.
I think it would.
This sort of is a great example of where it's kind of difficult because this natural supernatural distinction, it doesn't always make sense. But then there are clear miracles and things like that where it's like, whoa, this is clearly
So I'm trying
breaking the laws.
to get Jamie's attention to feed me watermelons, and he's not paying attention because
Jamie, what are you doing?
he's fixing his overalls.
Feed me fruit.
He's never worn overalls before. He's enthralled by this experience.
These ones are stuck together, so you get a two-fer.
I'm sorry. I say everything again.
Good.
Someone's gonna hate this episode.
Yeah. We'll see.
Let's win them
Stick
back.
with us. We're on the road, and we all have been diagnosed, just kidding, with ADD. But probably, if you were to actually check. ADD travel pod. But I, like, personally, I sometimes have it have a difficult time putting something like, oh, that's clearly in the supernatural category. Like,
Okay.
God is breaking the laws of physics to do something, or changing the molecules of water into wine or something
Sure,
like that.
yeah.
Right. I'm not saying that's exactly what's happening, but it's
Yeah.
like, oh, I don't I don't know what's going on here. Versus sometimes in the Bible, God seems to be working within the laws, I guess,
Yeah.
that he's set up. And I think some of the Exodus plagues seem to fit in that category.
Yeah.
But that makes more sense
Or,
for me.
I guess the Nile, turning the Nile red.
So that's a tricky one. Some
Yeah.
scholars are like, hey,
Right.
there are seasons where the Nile churns up this reddish clay, and it looks like
Sure.
it's quote unquote turned to blood.
Yeah.
I
And
don't-
so
I don't know if I'm willing to go that far to be like, oh, that's what happened in
Yeah.
Moses' Exodus story.
Yeah. Well, but even if that is true, again, it's different. Like, then it's still different than normal. That's why they were shocked.
Yeah.
You know, like the sun.
Yeah.
They've seen darkness before, just never like that.
The more I understand, like, what's happening in the plagues, though, it makes a little bit more sense to me, because the gods, the Egyptian gods, are nature gods.
Right.
Like, people don't always realize this. It's taken me a long time to sort of work this out of my brain, but the gods of other religions, like the ancient pagan religions, like, they're not above nature. They are in nature.
Oh,
They
right,
are
yes.
within
Yeah.
the functioning of the sun, within the functioning of
They don't control the
fertility.
sun.
Exactly.
They don't, yeah. They don't control the waters.
right. They don't control the sun and then like other things
Yeah.
simultaneously. They're not they're not outside of them. They are within them. And then we have a word for that. It's called pantheism, or panentheism.
Panentheism?
So pantheism is the things themselves are gods, and then panentheism is the gods are in these things.
Oh,
It's slightly
okay.
different.
What?
but-
Can you explain that a little bit more? What do you mean
Okay.
by in the sun? Like, is the sun god, the one that's in the sun, is he still making the sun shine?
Yeah.
Or is he just sitting in the sun while it's shining?
Yeah, that's a good question. It probably depends on the culture. In some cultures, the sun is like a chariot which the god rides or controls across
Sure.
the sky.
He directs it.
Right.
Yeah.
But like is in charge of governing it.
Yeah.
I think.
That's
think
Greek,
with-
right?
What?
That's Greek, right?
I mean, yeah, that's Helios is the
Yeah.
god of the sun.
That's kind of how they understand
And-
it.
And I think that's also Re, the Egyptian
Okay.
god as well. So there's similarities you can find. I
Yeah.
could be wrong on that. But
Also, sorry to anyone that's Greek that doesn't believe this. We don't mean you.
you don't worship Zeus, do you?
I mean, unless you
Do
do these
you?
things still, then we do mean you.
Yeah. But I don't know, does that distinction make sense? Like supernatural versus natural? So supernatural would be like breaking the laws of nature.
Right, yeah.
Right? That would be a god who is above nature.
Right.
And it makes sense. Yahweh, right, the creator of heaven and earth and all reality.
Yeah.
He can suspend the laws momentarily because he made them in the first place. He can also work within. Right, he can take the place of a Ra
Yeah.
because he's the one who set up his
Right.
job description in the first place. If that makes sense.
If you want to call it like that, yeah.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, if that.
What if, and I do not believe this, don't go telling your mom or your grandma that Tim believes what I'm about to say. What if all those small g gods that like the Greeks and the Romans and the Egyptians worshipped, you know, the god that brought the sun out, the god who ran the oceans, what if God, our big G God, the real God Yahweh, assigned those jobs to angels, and these other cultures are just worshiping angels?
That overlaps with the, I think, Hebrew Bible perspective on spiritual beings and how they function.
Oh.
But the Bible Project has done a lot more than I could really. It would take a lot of reading for me to spill out a podcast episode on how this all works out.
Because that's kind of a fun theory.
I mean,
I don't believe it.
well, yeah.
That's kind of fun.
There is.
Because that way we can watch the movie Hercules. And then we can be like, oh, this is all real. They don't understand it correctly.
So,
you know?
well, at least we can say there, to give credence to your line of thinking, the Hebrew Bible perspective, like the ancient Jewish way of looking at reality, was that things like the functioning of the stars and I don't know. The stars are a good example because they're like above us, and they control things. They control like times and seasons and festivals. That's how you know. That's how you track time, is by looking at the stars.
Right. And
From the Hebrew Bible perspective, the stars were little signs of heavenly beings.
Mm-hmm.
Not heavenly beings in and of themselves, but little pointers, right? If God is the great light, these stars are like little lights, little sons of God.
Yeah.
In other words, angels. I had no idea we'd be getting into this. This is fun. But yeah, and so, but then they have a whole category for these sons of God who rebel, right? Who try to seek devotion on their own.
And that's Hades.
And that's Hades, I guess, would be one of those from
Hercules.
From a Greek perspective. Hades is god of the dead. God of the underworld is probably more specific.
Yeah, except that the Bible tells us that fallen angels are not in charge of hell. Hell is their punishment.
Exactly.
So,
yeah. So back to signs and wonders. Okay, in the Egyptian world, right? Those signs and wonders were specific. Let's say accomplishing a specific task, and that was to show that Yahweh was in control and Pharaoh and the Egyptian gods were not.
Yeah.
I think that's important for when we look at signs throughout the rest of the Bible.
Right, yeah.
You can find instances of other signs that occur throughout the Old Testament. We're not going to cover all those. But I'm just trying to sort of link things. By the time you get to the New Testament, and let's imagine we've read the prophets who talk about, this time of fulfillment that's going to happen in the future, where the Messiah arrives and Yahweh comes back to rule his people, to fill up the temple with his presence, and there's going to be signs and wonders that happen in the sky and on earth. And that's the same phrase that was introduced in the Exodus story. Then we move, right? We turn to the New Testament.
Can I pause you?
Yes, yeah.
Were there any signs or wonders before the Exodus narrative?
I mean,
aside from creation?
Yeah, I mean, the flood, that's a big one.
Sure, yeah, okay, yeah. That's a big...
Jesus calls that one a sign.
Depending on how you understand the flood, it's a big one.
I mean,
maybe
it's
it was
so big either way.
Yeah.
Jesus calls that a sign.
Yeah, okay, sure.
And
I mean, I guess we say maybe it's not actually called a sign or a miracle or...
Oh, the rainbow. Sorry, that's another one. Strange.
Oh, that's a sign. Yep. That's true.
Yep.
I was going to say the providing of the ram to... for Isaac.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, I feel like we call it that, but I don't think Scripture says it.
I don't have. I guess I could pull it up on my phone. I don't have my.
I think Scripture just says like, hey, don't do that. Instead, offer up a ram. And he's like, well, I don't have a ram. And then a ram was noticed stuck in the thicket. And so it's not like a ram miraculously appeared, you know.
Yeah, I could do a search
But-
of where else this occurs in the Old Testament, but I'm not sure. First sign. Let's look up sign. Word study.
Signs and-
New tab.
We're changing course. The road's different. Oh, here we go. New interchange. In case you haven't been to the coast recently and you're from Central California, the route has changed. You should not record a podcast while driving it for the first time because it will be confusing and scary.
Okay, I found.
Oh, okay.
So one of them, there's two occurrences
Before the Exodus.
before the Exodus.
Okay.
One is of the word sign. I haven't looked up the word wonder, but I don't think it occurs before.
Sure. Okay.
It's Genesis 9, the rainbow.
Yeah.
okay?
The sign
The sign
of the covenant.
of, God's covenant.
Yeah.
Exactly. The other time is I forgot Genesis 1.
Oh.
It's what the heavenly lights serve to do. They're signs.
Oh.
They're pointers to something other than themselves. That's what a sign is, by definition. Right? We're looking at a road sign.
Yeah, that one's going to Parkfield.
I see
Never seen
a
so
detour
many.
sign.
Yeah.
Is the sign itself a detour? No, it's pointing to
The detour.
the reality.
Yeah.
The reality is the road that you need to go on, and that sign is showing you. It's a
Yeah.
pointer beyond itself.
Okay. I like that. That's a good.
I mean, like, that's literally what a sign
that sign is not a detour.
Yeah, the sign isn't the thing in and of itself. It is a
But it
like,
does.
like the detour sign. It's an arrow. It's
Yeah.
pointing to you towards something. So that's anytime the word sign is used in the Bible, that's what we're supposed to think. Okay,
Yeah.
sign of what?
Shout out to Cal Transportation for providing us that sign.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, California. Very cool.
5 big booms.
Yeah, I think that's pretty self-explanatory. So sign is super broad in terms of its use.
Is wonder?
That wonder is a little bit more specific.
Okay.
So a wonder is like
Just for bread.
just for bread.
Micah doesn't get it because he can't eat bread.
No, it's
Uh,
from, Ricky Bobby.
Wonders seem to be
That's right. It's only a movie prop. It's not real.
I forgot about that. But wonders, and this kind of makes sense. Like, they are something that is.
Hold on. How is
Very-
this guy up here?
What?
How these guys go up here?
I don't know.
So we
There's
had
a
the
little- there's a
option.
little fork in the road up
We had
there.
the option earlier to go
I
left.
think we did.
But why?
I think so.
I would have gone left. Micah, look backwards. Tell me what that sign. Yeah, it definitely says exit. Anyway, wonders.
Wonders are something that's like on display for all to see. It's visible, you can't miss it. A wonder is like a
Wait.
sign that is cranked up to 11.
Wait,
So a
are
sign,
signs not for everyone?
well, a sign is just like, think about the word in of itself can be
Yeah.
used really broadly.
Yeah.
It's not something that's like, like just how we talked about that sign that we
Yeah.
just drove by. It can be any range of things,
Well,
including
yeah.
the plagues.
Sure.
A wonder is something that's like, hey, you can't miss that. So let's say, what's a good example from the Bible?
Jesus' virgin birth.
That one doesn't fit in the wonder category because it's not this like thing that's shouted from the rooftops. It happens in a corner nobody's paying attention to.
But the angel choir.
Yeah, to shepherds, some nobodies in a
Yeah.
field, and a very
Okay, yeah.
small audience.
That's
But
it,
a wonder is like, I think sign on steroids.
Okay.
I'm sure I could do a better study on this to distinguish between the two. Somebody somewhere has written more on this. Than
Probably
I
the
know.
Bible Project. Go check them out.
Yeah. Go check them out. I don't think they've cut for this though. Sadly.
Oh, hey, remember that time I told you I was going to tell you a fun fact?
Yes, Tim. I do remember that.
So we released, as of this recording, the last episode that we released was number 34. Or so we thought. On our Spotify Creator Hub, because that's where we post everything. Whether or not you listen on Spotify, it's where we host it and post it. There are 35 episodes. And so we had already recorded episode 35, and we didn't even know it. We thought it was number 34. And so this might be episode 38, 39.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
We've been at this for almost a year.
When is our
We started in October.
podiversary?
Our podiversary, I think it was the 15th of October.
Huh.
Talk about a wonder.
Yikes.
Everybody is it.
Yeah, let's see. I'm looking up the word wonder.
The word
on my
wonder.
Trusty Logos Bible
Application. Dude, this camera was level, and now the road's just so unlevel that it's not level anymore.
Dang. I didn't even notice your level.
Yeah. Okay, so you're looking up the word wonder to see if it shows up before then or where else it shows up.
Yeah, just to see where else it shows up.
Okay.
But it is often paired with the word sign.
Sure.
Okay.
Can you ever have
My Logos is quit now. It's not looking up stuff for me.
do you ever see the word wonder without the word sign and vice versa?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, you can have it on its own.
Okay.
And it's usually for like some very large display of God's hand, basically.
Okay.
But the point being, both of these words get picked up in the New Testament to describe stuff that Jesus does. But also not just stuff that Jesus does, but people who claim to do things in Jesus' name. For example.
Why do you say it like that?
So, let's set it up this way. We're talking about miracles.
Right.
These are the two words that are used for different miracles. When people are looking back, they're called signs and wonders. Many of the people are asking Jesus for signs, perform a sign, perform a wonder, so that we can know who you are.
Yeah.
And Jesus often will not perform a sign when people are asking for it.
Right, yeah.
And he will for like some nobody.
Yeah. Just some random blind
Famously,
guy.
he doesn't perform any signs and wonders in his hometown Nazareth, and they get so angry with him they basically try to kill him.
Classic neighbors.
I've noticed, this is kind of the direction I'm going with this, and tell me what you think. I've noticed people be like, Jesus performed miracles, therefore he is God. Or, therefore
yeah.
you should believe in him.
Yeah.
And that doesn't seem to be like the logic of the New Testament.
No. Well, and in fact, there are people who do miracles who are not Jesus and say, hey, I'm not Jesus, don't worship me.
Yeah, and there's
Or I'm not God.
apparently there are also people that Jesus warns who will perform signs and wonders who claim to be Christ but are not. And you should
Sure.
not believe them.
Which is like,
Don't just believe somebody because they perform signs and wonders.
yeah, that's so hard because like if a dude person showed up raising people from the dead, walking on water and said, I am Jesus, it would be, that would be hard.
Yeah, and that's part of that passage, like where Jesus warns about people who say, Lord, Lord, didn't we perform miraculous deeds and
Right.
signs in your name.
Well, and the guys who
Drive
tried
out
to,
demons.
yeah, they said the guys who tried to drive out demons and it didn't work.
Yeah. But even people who actually do so
Right.
successfully,
Yeah.
it's like apparently that's a category that exists. But yeah, I'm bringing this up just because the miraculous is just the broad category. Signs, wonders, miracles. These are things that are easy to obsess about, but we have to sort of put them in their proper place. Like
Sure.
when Jesus performs a miracle, or let's stick with the word sign because it's the most common word that's applied to Jesus' miracles.
Okay.
It's the Greek word semeion, and it's always okay, Jesus performed a sign. Well, what's the sign of? I have a little bit of an idea how I would answer that. How would you answer that?
Say it again?
When Jesus performs a sign,
Yeah.
what is it a sign of? What is it pointing to?
Oh. I mean,
That's the question that's
yeah.
always happening with a sign.
Yeah.
It's not just a magic trick. Otherwise, it would just be
Right.
a performance.
Yeah. And he
have
would do it whenever people asked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pointing to the power of God?
Yeah. Yeah. I think so.
Okay.
I think it's something like that.
I was afraid it wasn't going to be that easy.
Well, because I think some people might intuitively answer that.
Sure.
And, right, who knows? It's like, well, I haven't done a Bible study on this, so how should I know?
Yeah, okay.
But, like, people might be quick to say, oh, Jesus performed signs to prove that he's God. But then it's like,
Right,
what
yeah.
about all the prophets and Moses who did
Right.
signs
Yeah.
by God's power?
One, and is there not a story about a woman who touched Peter's cloak and was healed?
Yeah.
I forget about that one.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Because like
Yeah.
we know the one with Jesus, the woman who bled for however many years. But I feel like the miracles of the apostles are less talked about in the current church.
Yeah. Let's see.
At least our current church. I don't know. Maybe there are some others that emphasize spiritual gifts, so they talk about them more.
Oh, maybe you're thinking of so in Acts 5, people were laying their sick friends and family in the street, hoping
yes.
that Peter's shadow would heal them.
Yes. Which I guess
that's so
did it?
interesting. I don't know.
Dude, I feel like it had to have worked at least once for people to keep trying it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's the story that I was thinking
Healings.
of.
That's a good question.
Thank you. I try to have good questions. That's my job in this podcast.
I mean, it seems like it was actually working.
Right. Yeah.
Which is very strange. Right, so, and Paul ends up in an island in Acts, and people call him a god, and he's like, hold on, I'm not,
Yeah.
I'm not God, but I am proclaiming his kingdom.
Right.
And I think that's what the signs and wonders are always about, whether we're talking about the plagues or the miracles of Jesus. They're about announcing God's kingdom that's arriving in our midst. And we shouldn't like stake our faith on the fact that a miracle happened, because apparently,
Which I think is interesting because I feel like we do.
well, then it's like we might as well put a similar amount of hope and faith and trust in the Egyptian magicians who replicate signs.
That's fair.
They also perform signs.
Yeah.
The beast of Revelation
Yeah. Ooh.
imitates the signs that the Lamb, the Messiah, produces.
Even raising from the dead.
Yes. Yeah, that's...
Although
Yeah. What's that?
It says he like pretended to die, doesn't it?
Yeah, so this is a reference to, I think it's Revelation 19. The beast who represents all like the kingdoms of the earth. So, in the rulers, like Pharaoh, like Caesar, like Herod, and those to come, who are really being controlled by the Satan, and who's the dragon in Revelation.
That's what I'm saying.
They're his puppets.
Pharaoh was not acting on his own power. I'm gonna say it.
Yeah, no, I think that's very at home with the perspective of the Bible. But Revelation depicts the beast as having received a fatal wound, right? So it's like he's been struck dead, but then he, this miraculous sign happens, and the beast is, raised up again. It's like this false resurrection, or this imitation resurrection.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, no, it doesn't make sense, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's Revelation. It totally
Oh yeah, glad like I understand everything.
But yeah, I don't know. I hope it doesn't just sound like I'm bringing this up to soapbox. I think a lot of people have miracles as a part of their testimony, and that's not. I shouldn't say a lot of people. There are many people, even if it's a small percentage,
Yeah.
who have experienced the miraculous, and that's great. But we can't cling to those things in and of themselves.
Yeah.
Kind of like where you bringing up like the angel in Revelation, like the angel appears to John, and the angel's like, whoa, don't worship me, I'm just the messenger.
Yeah.
I'm just a sign, in other words, pointing beyond myself.
Right. Yeah.
Because the angel's luminous, right? Like reflecting God's own light.
Yeah. So to us, it looks powerful.
Yeah.
Looks like a pretty bright star.
Yeah,
Kind of like the sun.
it's true. Kind of like the Egyptian god Ra.
Hey, do we do it?
The
It's 3:00. I
Up to
think
you guys.
I think no right now.
Yeah, let's pass.
We still got an hour.
That's true. I want to go home.
Sorry, fam.
No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, I that's for real though.
Not in like a. I don't want to record this podcast.
Okay, so now what am I supposed to do with this? How am I supposed to read?
Here's a. Okay, sorry. Continue with that.
That was the end of there's a question mark there. That's the end of the question. How am I supposed to read the scriptures with this understanding?
Okay. Yeah. Let's address that, and then we can address
Like put a
miracles
postage
today,
stamp on it.
signs today. The Gospel of John has a big emphasis on signs. The first half
Yeah.
of John's Gospel is referred to as the Book of Signs. There are
Oh,
7.
okay.
Sure there are 7 signs. Lots of 7s. In
Are there
John.
any seals?
Similar idea happening there. That I don't even talk about that sign. And
Yeah, I don't. We don't have time for that.
Navy SEALs.
Ooh.
Here I go, being ADD.
Yeah.
But each of the signs are to show you that Jesus and his kingdom is arriving, and that Jesus is who he says he is. That is the Messiah, the Son of God, which is the whole purpose of the book of John, so that you trust that Jesus is who he says he is.
Yeah.
But yeah, and so that's what those signs are pointing to in different ways. We could talk about specific ones, but because there's a lot of them, and they are often repackaging different ideas and signs that already happened in the Hebrew Bible, and that's often how you know if something's legit or not. It's like that Jesus is legit is because he's not just going off and doing his own thing. He's his signs make sense in light of the larger story of Scripture. So you can go read, you can read about Moses and Israel getting manna from heaven, and then you go read the feeding of the 5,000. It's like, oh, I get it. Jesus is a new Moses, except even better.
Because he also had
Jesus
fish.
Jesus is the bread giver.
Oh, okay.
And he's the bread. Thanks,
Oh.
John 6. He's the bread of life.
And don't eat this bread, eat me.
Exactly.
Ah!
It's funny. Mr. K and we got Austin in on this, and Mr. Shaley. We've been studying the John 6 in New Testament Greek, and it's been so fun.
I didn't know Shilly was doing that too.
Yeah, he's been hopping in here and there
Nice.
when he can. Yeah, especially now that it's summer. But it's so crazy how Jesus is like so unapologetic about, like, hey, just in case I wasn't clear, if you don't consume my flesh, you don't have any life inside of you. He just keeps saying it over and over again. It's like, okay, Jesus, we get it. But then the people are like...
It's like the scene in Batman when the Joker's like, hit me! Hit me!
Oh, hit me. Except then Israel keeps being like, hey, can you do another sign where we get more bread?
Yeah. What if there was Nutella on the bread this time?
It's so funny though, because like Jesus just did a sign for them, and they're like, yeah, hey, do that again.
This time it'll work. This time we'll believe.
But I think that's a good example of how we often treat signs. Like, oh, if only I had another one, then I would believe even more. And then Jesus, often when that type of response happens, he's like, you don't get it. You don't. You should have trusted the first time.
Do you ever do the oh, dude, I forgot the judge's name, Gideon. Do you ever do the cloak? Hey, God, I'll do this thing.
Oh, yeah.
But just show me a sign, and then I'll do it.
That's probably the best example from the Old Testament.
Yeah.
Of that. Probably in the whole Bible of this whole idea. Yeah, thank you for bringing that up.
Have you ever actually put a cloak out?
No, you're very literal in that.
No, yeah.
No, I never, have you?
I'm trying to remember. I feel like I have.
So it sounds like something a first year like freshman at Bible college would do.
Yes. Yeah.
Like,
or a kid at
Gideon did this, so I'm gonna do it too.
Kid at Young Life Camp.
Yeah.
Hey, if you make my towel dry, then I'll believe. Because I only brought one towel.
Because I didn't bring one. I should borrow my friend's, and I wish it was dry.
Dude, one time I went to a camp conference, and I forgot to bring a towel. And I was just an intern at a summer camp, so I was too afraid to tell anyone that I was dumb, and I didn't bring a towel, so I just used my T-shirt to dry off. It was so bad. And it was like a conference center that had a stock of towels too.
Oh, yeah.
But I didn't know that.
Dang, dude.
Yeah, good times.
Sad. Here's a question for you, and maybe you tell me if we need to tackle this on a whole other episode, but we talk a lot about miracles, signs.
Uh-oh.
People wonder, like, why don't
They
those
wonder about
happen
signs.
today?
Oh. Yeah. Shoot.
Which I think is that when it's phrased that way, it's like, well, I'm just assuming that they don't happen today.
I was gonna say that assumes something.
But that's a common thing I hear. I don't know if you hear that.
I don't know. I think my quick answer. I think we tackle that more fully later. My quick answer is,
Sounds good.
dude, these signs and wonders, we see them a lot in Scripture, but there's not a lot.
Right. Yeah. And
Right.
when they occur, they're for very specific purposes.
And it's not like there's, obviously during Jesus's ministry, they were a little bit more rapid fire.
Yeah.
But it's not like they were happening every week in the Bible times. or in every region.
You ready for a dig? This just popped in my head. I'm sorry. I don't want
Sure,
to
yeah.
interrupt your line of thought. Notice how neither Jesus or any of the apostles are confirmed by speaking in tongues.
Oh, snap.
Show me where. in the New
Oh,
Testament.
snap.
Talking to you, Pentecostals.
All of you Pentecostals that are listening
That
to
are
our
totally
Reformed
listening
Youth
to our-
Ministry podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
that's like an extreme version of the. I think the.
Yeah.
The point.
I think,
that I'm trying
would
to
they
make.
not argue that the apostles were, right? That was the blessing of their ministry, and
Yeah.
it wasn't until then that they went out and did their ministry?
What do you mean?
That they received the tongue of the Spirit. They went out and they spoke in tongues, and that's when they started. That's when they became apostles.
Yeah.
Before that, they were disciples.
Probably. Yeah.
I think that's probably how they would argue
It
that.
wouldn't surprise me if that was a distinction that they made.
But you're right, Jesus didn't speak in tongues,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. But often we can sometimes treat any of the miraculous like that.
Yeah, right.
On the extreme end, it's like, yeah, if I guess if you believe miraculous things happen today, it's like, well, then it's clearly of God, or it's right. It's proof of everything.
Yeah.
When we can't make too much out of them, but there is, yeah. I hope what this conversation does is lay the groundwork for future, and maybe another discussion on the whole umbrella of the miraculous. So that would be tongues, prophecy, healing. Those are the main ones.
Yeah.
But there are also others, and this is in the larger category of gifts.
Yeah.
Gifts of the Spirit. So maybe we can tackle that in the future.
Yeah. And maybe on the next one.
But when we do, I
kidding.
think
It
it'll
won't
be
be the next
good.
one.
Yeah, I think it'll be good to point back and be like, hey, the miraculous are sort of couched within a larger category of signs and wonders.
Right.
what
And
those
their
signs
purpose
point
is.
to.
Yep.
Exactly. Their purpose is to point to
Yeah.
God and His kingdom, not just to be
Okay.
like, hey, look at this cool thing I can do.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Deal.
Deal.
Cool. Well, hey, thanks. Thanks for that conversation. Thanks for that topic. Thanks for that question. Thanks for that idea.
Thanks. I came up with it like what feels like a couple minutes ago. It wasn't, but
It was at least
It was at
47 minutes and 50 seconds ago.
it's true.
Give or take.
Not far away from that.
Yeah. What were you in the bathroom changing into your American flag
No,
overalls?
I thought about it on the way out.
Oh, okay.
But anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do you want me to play the outro?
Yeah, Micah, play the outro.
This one.
Yeah, we're learning. We'll get there. So you can hear
Oh,
it. Next
you gotta
time.
go farther.
No,
Thanks
it's
so
right
much
there.
for listening.
Through the choir.
This has been an episode of You Heard It Said,
Love you, Mom.
a podcast of Jubilee Studios. Make sure to like and subscribe to stay up to